Let's go.
Boom. Hey, what's up? Ward Wrestling Live. We got a surprise Saturday evening show. We never do it like this, but we're not just doing it. We're doing it big. We got the Wynwood boys in the house, the whole coaching staff, two sets of brothers, Sammy and Louis Mercado, Arnold and Carlos, whatever the hell their last name.
Aroliga.
Some shit like that. I don't know. I totally screwed it up. My bad, but they're in the house. All Booker T boys, and they're doing it big down there in Wynwood. They're doing it big in the city. They're taking kids off the street, bringing them into the rooms, getting them into schools, getting them through schools. I've seen guys going off to the military through your programs, colleges. I read all that stuff. But, man, what's up? Welcome. Thank you so much, man. Go ahead and let us know who we got.
Well, my name's Carlos, and I usually just deal with mostly all of social media and marketing for the team, because being a coach is already enough. So they really focuses on the kids, on the training. So I give them that help of not doing all that other stretch about marketing and stuff. So
nice. So you're the one that gets it all done on the internet.
Yeah.
Nice.
Whatever I can do,
Hey, man, doing a good job. What about your brother? What's he do up there?
Yeah, I'm Coach Arnold. I'm one of the assistant coaches because the one that be there the most is Louis and Sammy. So I'm like the assistant coach. I go in there, help out, and try to spread my knowledge. The kids that want to wrestle live, they come, Arnold, let's go. And I'm ready. I don't get tired. I keep going every day.
That's awesome, man.
Coach Arnold.
And man, it's great to see what you guys are doing. So who do we got? We got the shades on down below. Look at
That's Sammy.
Chill.
Yeah, that's Coach Sammy. I'm one of the coaches. Most of the time I'm running practice. We usually, get stuff done and bang, and we just go there and teach and show what we got.
And you're fighting in the cage too, right? Let them know.
Yeah. I do MMA too, and right now I'm 2-2 amateur. Hey, it's amateur, so once I go pro, it's gonna be different. But at the same time, I'm trying to set a dream for these kids. Not just through wrestling. After wrestling, I'm trying to see if some of the guys willing to do MMA, and from there we could set a lot of stuff up with this program. It's not just going to be wrestling. In the long run, I'm trying to see if we could do like a little MMA school as well with this. So hopefully we could attract more kids to the program. Not just with wrestling, but with MMA as well. So that's one of my goals. One of the goals we're going to try to do.
Who's going to win the fight tonight?
I think Mischek in heavyweights. Cormier. Yeah, I think Cormier. I don't know.
If you take it to the ground, man.
Yeah, if you take it to the ground, it's Cormier.
Unless you take it to the ground.
Cormier take it to the ground or catch him with a good overhand. I think Cormier could win, but I got my money on Mischek.
All right, man. What's up, Louis?
What's up, man? I'm Coach Louis, man. I also wrestle at Booker T, and then I wrestle in college as well. I wrestle with Arnold. Me and Arnold were teammates in college. We wrestle both at Latin, and then I wrestle also at Bacon Community Bacon College. Oh, you wrestle at Latin for a little bit? Well,
that's all right, man. Hey, 4 kids coming out of Booker T, doing it big time, man.
Yeah, man.
And then giving back. You got your own gym open now, and hey, man, those kids can't walk into your gym and say you don't know what they're going through or living. You've lived that life, and you know what it's like.
Exactly.
So to see what you guys are doing down there, that's awesome, man. And I'm so happy to finally get you guys on. Shout out for the sticker. Got that in the mail. Appreciate y'all. And then, man, so tell us, I know that's home for you guys, and you wanted to give back to home. So tell us what made you start Wynwood Wrestling and just the story behind it.
Well,
One of the
Anyone want to start?
I start.
Go, Louis.
What made it start was like, our surroundings, what we grew up around, what we saw, what was in our environment. We saw drugs, we saw violence, we saw we saw a lot of crazy stuff, and knowing the fact that we live in this area, and then there's hardly people doing for our community, that's not helping so much, we decided for us to come together and say, look, you know what, man, we know something, we know wrestling, so what we could do better, teach wrestling, so we all gathered, our thoughts and created Wynwood Wrestling.
Yeah, and you guys are, and it's great. And if you guys go onto their website, you'll see the about and all the stories. But what's the biggest thing that you guys are trying to do for these kids? And tell us about your program. Different age levels, what your teachings are, different styles. I mean, let everyone know how you guys are doing it down there. I mean, Carlos, you want to go?
Where our biggest goal is to get a lot of kids in college. If it's not a college, at least give them tools to try to defend themselves in the real world. If it's to opening a bank account, to opening a broker account, to learning how to buy stocks, we got a lot of things in our plate that we want to add to this program, but it takes time before we could get to this level. But our main goal is really to get our own location where we can be able to open when we want to, close when we want to, and welcome everybody in Miami. Right now, we're just going through the city. So one of the reasons why we're closed, so we can't have coach no practice right now. So if we can get our own building, we can make a big difference than what we are already.
I think that's the goal, right? Arnold, man. Yeah. So what do you bring in the room, man? What kind of aspect do you bring to these kids? Tell us.
Our experience, what we went through. We all made it to college. We made a commitment. I decided to go with the twins to a junior college. I turned down an offer to Newberry College. It was a D2 school. I turned it down. I went with the twins. I said, look, we're going to struggle together. And we made it. The first week in college, they was telling us we got to go back because we had to pay out-of-state tuition. We didn't have money. So we like, how are we going to go back? So then one of the coaches was like, look, you could live in our efficiency with us and just work. They had a restaurant. So we work in the restaurant to pay the rent. Nice. And we slept in a bunk bed. And we lived there for like our first 2 years.
2 years?
Our first year. Our second year, we moved out of campus and we used to sneak inside the dorms to sleep. We'll sleep on the floor for like months. Wow. And we'll sneak in one of the wrestler teams and then he'll let us go in the room. We'll take showers there. And then to eat, we had to, find a way to eat. We had friends. And we struggled, but we made it. We ate. Yeah, we had to work at nighttime. Look, get out at 11. We had to study, work out.
Train.
We went through a lot, but we still managed to make it. And now our experience, we want to like let everybody know, I could do it. You just need to push yourself. So we went through a lot.
Yeah, Sammy, talk about what you being an MMA guy now and training a different type of art allows you to bring back to these kids and teach them some different aspects of fighting that might help them on the wrestling mat.
Just the MMA part, like the same thing. I got the wrestling mentality of going at it, don't stop, achieve goals, and just keep fighting, don't give up. Just keep going, no matter what. If you fall, you come back up, I got losses already in my MMA career, and what makes me want to get better is I want to keep going and get better at it at the same time. You know, show these kids, hey, we took a L, but we coming back and harder. We gonna make them remember us. Be like, oh man, who's this guy? I want to fight this guy. I want to fight this guy again. And like shit, you just don't give up in life, man. You fall, you get back up again.
Hey, so I'm not down there anymore, Lewis. But what has Game Bread done for the city? He's starting to put the city on the map a little bit, huh?
Yeah,
That's the best thing, man. That's the best thing that ever happened, man. Because at the same time, he's bringing popularity to all grappling sports. Not just MMA. He's bringing popularity to wrestling, to jiu-jitsu, to karate, all sports. All combat sports. And that's the great thing about MMA, and especially being from Miami. And coming from the trenches, and being exposed like that, it helps us rep where we from,
And especially the way he did it, too, the way he came, where he came from, he came from backyard fighting, and that's, to come from that, it's difficult to be in the main stage, have the main event, being pay-per-views, that's something that we're trying to, teach kids as well too. Hey, if you can make it, you can make it too. It's nothing impossible.
Yeah, man. So tell me, guys, what has the partnership with PAL meant for you guys, and meant for growing Wynwood, and then also for the kids that you guys are bringing in and making sure that they got a place to practice and work?
It gave us a better opportunity to have a practice facility, something for sure, because at first we was having doubts of where we could have practice at, like our profile said, we was paying rent at a location that we was at first, and from there we couldn't afford it because as well we are nonprofit, we all have 9-to-5 jobs, so it's hard for us to pay rent. Also, we got to pay bills too, so it's kind of it'll be difficult for us to pay rent. So teaming up with PAL gave us opportunity to have a free location, by us showing our knowledge, gave us our opportunity to have a location for kids to come and enjoy the sport.
And so Carlos, I know you do a lot of the marketing to get your name out there. What kind of stuff are you trying to put together, or what can people do out there to try to help your program, grow your program, and get you guys your own facility?
Well, we're starting to get more influence with the grant writing. We just, we're starting to learn more about nonprofit. That was mostly our biggest challenge. So now that we're starting to learn that grants, they can give us money we'll be able to get a building, that maybe we can start applying for those grants. But if that don't work, we're probably gonna just keep reaching out to people that want to become, sponsors with us, and be able to, support something that's gonna give a big impact in our city, especially a city that's growing. And in our location, Wynwood is everything in that area is expensive, like already. Like any property there, $1 million and up. So for us to get a location there, it's gonna have to be a miracle. But anything could happen. So we're just hoping that we can keep pushing our brand, and we're promoting through fights where MMA. We're basically doing try to do our newsletters, whatever we could get our hands on marketing, to try to expand and try to put our name out there so people could understand that we're here to help kids, not to really be against each other, because a lot of teams, they're over there against each other. Oh, this kid wrestled for this kid. But we're not like that. We welcome everybody. We work a lot with Project Grappling. They're an amazing team. They come and help us all the time. They bring all the kids they have, and that's what it's all about, and also Slam Academy, they've been bringing their kids. A lot of schools come
Jackson,
over, and
Edison.
Yeah, I had the Slam coach on, man. He was a good dude. I had him.
Yeah,
Nice what he's doing.
he started from nothing. We helped him out a little bit. You know, we had some old mats there. They used it for practice until they got on, and now they're moving. They're moving fast, and I'm pretty sure the next few years they're gonna have a good squad. So they got middle school kids right next to them, so they could start them early, and that's what we're aiming at. Middle school kids, so they can have a longer career with us, you know, and building.
Yeah, and I don't know who wants to answer, Arnold, Lewis, Sam, whatever, but what has the Dade County wrestling community meant for you guys too? I mean, have they been supportive? Have you had, you know,
of course, yeah,
bringing kids out, looking out for you, talking about you, having you guys into the room, inviting you up to the different clubs? I mean, you've got one of the best clubs in the country down there at Gladiator.
Oh yeah.
So how it talk about the wrestling community, man, just how kind of dope it is.
It's like it's our community is so tight that, you know, it's a family. You know, like, we go against each other in tournaments, but when it comes to, you know, practices and stuff like that, you know, they have practices, you know, we merge practices. So it's like it's no bad blood, you know. It's never bad blood, you know. We all leave it in the mat, you know. Everything's always leaving in the mat, you know. We never out there killing each other outside the mat, you know. It's a very like our down south is very humble, you know. They're very humble in our wrestling.
Yeah, inner city wrestling also been around for a long time. They've been He's been a mentor to ours.
Yeah, Coach Johnson.
Kids.
Yeah.
I remember he'll be refereeing us and always giving us motivation to keep going. And that's one of the reasons why we do what we do, because he's been around and he's been doing it for so long. And, you know, it makes no sense to not do it too, you know, and help the kid next to us, because we was those kids at one time.
Yeah, I mean, where are you guys at without wrestling? If you guys didn't have wrestling in your life, where are you now?
Oh man, I don't know.
Look, I don't know, man. Jail, 6 feet under, you know, wrestling saved our life, man. Yeah. Wrestling saved our life big time. You know, especially coming from Little Havana and Wynwood, those areas, you know, ain't no joke.
Back in the 90s, man. Back in the 90s, it was no cameras, so you just imagine what was going on at nighttime. You know?
You don't have to tell me.
So
you know about the KFC, so KFC in 36 and 7 now, yeah, bulletproof window.
Arnold, what's up? You're staying quiet up there, man. What's wrestling meant to you, my brother?
Wrestling took me out. That was my motivation to make it a college. If it wasn't for wrestling, I would have probably never went to college. I tried my best in school because without grades, you can't wrestle. So that's why we tell the kids, we teach the kids, without your grades, you can't wrestle. You could be the best wrestler out there, but you don't have a C average, you're not gonna be nobody. So we try to teach that to the kids. You know, school come first, then wrestling, and then, you know, girls for lives until you get old.
Yeah. And I got to imagine focused. I got to imagine
you guys focused.
And I got to imagine you guys have become parent figures to a lot of these kids and big brothers.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah,
we tell them the truth, what we went through, and they be like, for real.
Yeah.
Like, yes. And we went through races. People were racist to us. They'll be like, "Oh, you fucking niggers," and we'll be in Oklahoma and California. So it's like we went through a lot, and it showed us how you could live, and then we managed to focus, and we just kept. And then Carlos, he ain't go to college, but he was the one that was like, we're gonna start a program when y'all finish. When y'all get out of college, we're gonna have a program with the biggest program. We're gonna have little kids wrestling, and just focus in school and wrestle and try to place somewhere.
Yeah.
And he was motivating us to
get through it, right?
Make something, to graduate, do something.
Sending clothes.
Hey, and I'm sorry that you had to deal with that racist bullshit. I hate it.
Man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I grew up in South Florida, so I grew up. I never
Yeah.
saw race. I never had those issues because I grew up around Hispanics and Haitians.
We managed it real good, so we managed it real good.
Yeah, well, that's not your name, so if they call it to you, you just don't respond.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And they didn't know we know Spanish too. The Mexicans, we know Spanish too.
Oh yeah, so I'm a white dude, as you can see, right? A gringo, as they call it, right? A gringo. But I know Spanish from growing up there. I'm married to a Spanish woman, so being in car sales, you'd get the people talking shit in Spanish. You'd be like, "Yeah, I know what you're saying."
Yeah.
I got this deal closed because I can hear you talking.
That's why you can't talk about nobody. You gotta keep it real.
You got to be careful these days.
Yeah, man.
And I know you guys were talking about what are the biggest goals that you kind of instill in these kids going forward? I see you guys have a lot of success stories on your site of different kids that go off and do big things.
A lot of those kids, that was like, I kind of put them a little bit too early in their season. A lot of those kids are now, they did better than what that record or whatever it says in the website now. But we try to keep record of the kids because I used to go out and go to national with Cater, and seeing that he'll do a lot of work with the kids and do great things with them, but he will have no record, or like kids would just like kind of disappear in the world. And I was like, man, why are we doing this? We need to keep records. So that's why I started like coming with ideas and try to keep records of these kids, because I want to be able to document them in the next 20 years, watch them grow and become mans and be somebody in life. So we have a lot of plans for our organization, and from now and to years to come. There's no giving up now. We're already committed to the kids. There's no like saying, "Oh, we quit."
Yep.
You know, it's a go. No matter if we get.
What have you guys been doing to keep these kids' minds right during this COVID? You've obviously been affected by it, right? Everybody has the.
Yeah, we've been affected. We've been affected big time right now. Since we work with PAL. The city of Miami put a hold on us, so we can't do nothing right now with practices right now. So we on hold. We're trying to get together with Project Grappling and see what we could do. Project Grappling, they be doing the little practices outside. Who's doing that too as well too, but after the COVID thing, we look a little bit.
Yeah, hey,
get nobody affected with COVID.
Yeah,
I think his internet going back.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Coach Dominguez says, "Tell the fellas I want one of them shirts," and he says, reach out to him during the season so you can get the kids into the youth fair tournament. Coach Charlie Morgan is like, yes, hand clap. I think that's what that says. And then Coach Marion Tellez. Those are my dudes, the Wynwood fellas. Alex Noah, great people doing great things for the inner kids in Miami.
He wrestled in college with us too at Lansing.
Yeah, man, you guys are getting some shout outs there. Louis, are you guys doing anything, maybe not virtual, but are you trying to text these kids? Are you trying to get on the phones with them just to keep their minds from failing during this process, to understand that there's an end to this?
What I do, I don't really reach out. I haven't really reached out to them like that. But what I'll do is like on Instagram, like I'll go like through videos and stuff like that. Like I'll see like Kyle USA Wrestling, have like certain moves and stuff like that. And then I got like a little chat with them, And what I'll do is I'll send moves that I see that's interesting to me and to their style. I'll say, look, this could implement to your game. And then I send them through, a video message, and then that's how I reach out to them. But otherwise than that, I can't really do much. I can't really I can't really do much, you know, because like it's COVID, you know, and wrestling is more hands-on, you know. It's not like I can't really show you through. You can see it through video, but it's not the same when you go hands-on, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you tomorrow night at 5, I've got Coach LaValle coming back onto Wynwood Wrestling Live, and he's going to be doing another clinic. He did one last week, Sunday at 5 for about 45 minutes. He's going to do another clinic this week. He coached with, he learned under Coach Colat, and now he's working at wrestling, and he does these cool clinics. You can check him out, but he'll be live on my page tomorrow at 5. It's free, so let you guys know if they want to get on there and watch it. Also, he's got a Zoom link that he'll send out, so if the kids want to get on Zoom with him, where he can actually look at their technique and see what they're doing and make adjustments. Happy to do it. So that's another good way. I know Coach Morgan, who you know, his brother David does a virtual clinic once or twice a week, I think it is. You'd have to ask him. But they got a virtual clinic going too with Wrestling U. And then of course, you know, there's different, you know, you'll find a lot of them out there, but those are two that I know well because I've seen them before. And you know, Charlie's local, so it's good to rep him. And, Al's been on. That's cool, man. You know, it's nice to see guys like yourself doing big things and giving back. And man, I'm happy to get you on. And those shirts are badass. You guys did it right. And man, they got shirts, they got socks, they got hats. Just hit up their website.
Yeah, we got the hats. We got the hats too.
Yeah, man, hit up their website.
We had the Scullies, but it's only
a limited edition.
Yeah, those are the COVID Scullies.
Show them. Yeah, show them.
Yeah.
Hey, those are the ones we use for war when we go on MMA fights.
Yeah,
that's how we do it. We go to war like this.
Yeah, that's the ones. That's the ones you walk into Circle K with.
Yeah. Hey, we might show up to tournaments like that too. As well, just to intimidate guys, man. Yeah, that's our guys, man.
Hell yeah. Hey, man, you know, what would they say? You know, born and raised in the county of Dade. It's a good place to be.
Yeah, exactly, man.
And it's great to see what you guys are doing. Charlie Morgan.
I'm not sure if you ever read about the El Salvador kids we brought over here to America. We partner up with one of the Olympic wrestlers from El Salvador, and he has a program over there. And we was able to bring about 6 or 7 of them.
6, 7.
We got visa for them. They came over here. They went to Cora Gibbons tournament.
The Citrus Open.
They have more women than men's wrestling in his team, so it's cool to see that. And we're just trying to give them a hand because some of those kids, they're trying to get scholarships here in America. So we're trying to connect with them more. We've got a lot of things going on our plate, but we're just trying to take our time. Mostly, we're trying to focus on trying to get a building for these kids, you know, where we can be able to train.
Anybody out there who can help these guys get their own building to keep growing and making it bigger for these kids, man, reach out and help them. Hey, so your website is?
Wynwood Wrestling.org.
Yep, man, hit it up. You can go on there. They got a shop. They got about. They got different links. You can check them out. They're down in Miami, down there in the Magic City, doing it big, man. It's good stuff. And let's get them more room. Let's get them more space. Let's get them growing, doing a lot of stuff and traveling around the country, getting on other mats. Man, you guys keep doing what you're doing.
And then, sorry to cut you off, but also it's not only us for the facility, because like we said, we also work with Project Grappling, and then we always run our practices with them. So if they help us, they're helping them as well, so it's not only us they're helping as well, Project Grappling, and that's another team that another club that does a lot for the community as well too. So it's not only us, they'll help them as well. So it'll be big.
Everybody be winning.
Yeah, these guys are
Everybody eats.
these guys are taking kids that could end up in jail and juvie and prison in bad situations, and they're bringing them in, and they're giving them opportunities and doing big things with them. So good for you guys, man. I love to see it. Keep it up. I got my 10 questions for you. You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. We got Bayside or Coco Walk?
Bayside,
man. Come on,
Bayside.
That's
Okay, I like to walk. I like to
Bayside,
walk to
my
the
side. So
I like to look at the ocean, man.
Yeah. No Coco Walk for you guys. That's not your swag, right?
They take out
no Coco Walk.
They don't got behind. All right. You prefer the mat or the cage?
Right now, I prefer the cage.
the mat. I like the
I
mat.
love the mat.
Hey, I'm just gonna hold the phone up. I'm not gonna do it that bad. Hey, I try to do it. I can only do like one move, and then I gotta be like, that's it.
I could go for days. I go for days.
I could do both. I do, if you want me to, I'll give you a grappling match. I do jiu-jitsu as well, gi or no gi.
I like it. You guys hitting South Beach? You guys hitting South Beach or Key Biscayne?
South Beach,
South Beach, man. South Beach.
Well, I'm more of a. I go to. Hey, I be going more to Hollywood. I be going up north. I go to Fort Lauderdale. I try to get ready for this.
South Beach too hectic for you?
Yeah, I go to Fort Lauderdale.
Every like 2 hours to find parking.
Hey, keep it skinny for people that walk their dogs in the beach.
Do they walk them or do they hold them in their little bag?
I guess
they put on the
bag.
All right. Hey, freestyle or folk style?
Freestyle. We grew up with freestyle.
I started freestyle, man.
We started with freestyle.
Nice. All right. What do we got? Hey, you going upper keys or lower keys? Or no keys?
Key West?
Or no keys?
hey, I never been to the Keys, so that's America. I'm from Miami, never been to the Keys, man.
Lower keys, man.
Lewis. I gotta tell you, Key West, Lewis.
Hey, lower keys, man. Lower keys.
Lower keys. All right, you got it. All right, you tell kids do summer camps or summer clubs?
Both.
We train all around the year, so
both.
Both.
Summer club.
All right, you going to the Dade County Youth Fair or Calle Ocho?
None.
Nah,
I want my pinchos.
Pinchos.
Youth Fair.
They get.
I go youth fair.
People get too young.
Dangerous in Calle Ocho. You don't want to go to Calle Ocho. It's too
dangerous. People be fighting. They get drunk. They
get stabbed.
They get crazy.
You don't want
Chudos, right? Chudos.
It's not that bad.
Not bad.
What do we got? Oh, okay. You're in Wynwood. You going to the Bacan or the taco stand?
The
Wynwood?
Or the taco stand, yeah.
Cayo.
We're
talking about the restaurant?
Yeah.
You go to Chimichurri.
Oh no, man! It says the taco stand is in your hood, so I said the taco stand.
Oh, taco stand. That's new stuff there, man. We go to
Taco.
I like the Wynwood Yard though. They got a lot of stuff going on in there. Yeah. The Wynwood Yard has like a bunch of food trucks, so you get to pick.
I was gonna ask you the Wynwood Yard or 1-800-Lucky.
Nah, Wynwood Yard.
I say not neither, because I go to Brick or Woods. That's where I go at.
All right, what do I got? Oh, hey, you tell kids yoga or gymnastics for wrestling?
Oh, yoga. We had a yoga instructor.
We gotta say yoga. We have to say yoga.
Yeah, we gotta say yoga.
Yoga. She'll kill us.
Say yoga.
She gonna be like, why you had Carlo? Why you had say
You don't think kids in Wynwood would wear the tights?
Oh, but
Yeah, maybe we're catching wrestling.
For gymnastics,
Right,
I
wrestling.
think they wear the.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
These kids are different, man.
They don't wear shorts.
they wear
Basketball
shorts now.
Hey, so is it going to be really good for you guys now that girls are getting sanctioned? Are you guys going to be able to?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got a bunch of little girls that tough in our little program too. You know.
Yeah, we coming with them. That's what
we
we
got-
mostly trying to focus on, trying to get more girls to join the team. Because we will get the guys, but the girls is more like what we trying to focus mostly.
Right now we got what? We got 2 or 3. Ari,
My daughter
Kiana,
will wrestle. I'll be teaching her at my
Kiana.
house. What did he say? He's featuring them at his house.
Yeah.
He getting her ready.
I'm talking about
He got his
yeah.
daughter. His daughter. He got
Talking
his
No,
about
daughter.
she's
the
young.
house.
She's 8. She's 8 years old.
How's she doing? Scrapping?
No, she wrestling. She'll take you down.
Don't worry, that's not hard to do.
He can throw the belly.
I tried to fight with my
She
14-year-old
she
hasn't been wrestling all summer because we've been home, so he's been working out. I tried to fight with him the other day, man. Wasn't working. I ended up with my pants down, my neck hurt.
Oh, no.
He had you winded. He had you winded.
Man, you gotta stay active.
Yeah, but then the problem is when he was younger, I taught him like these dirty moves that are street, not wrestling. So when I had him like in this head move, he reached up and put his hand under my nose, and I was like,
no.
"Why did I teach you that?"
And that was one of my favorite moves. I used to put because I was skinny and bony. And every time everybody used to wrestle me, they used to head wrestle me because I used to just put all my bones on them.
Yeah,
My
we know.
elbow.
We used to practice together. I hate that.
I had this dude on yesterday or the other day, and he had pins that were put into his hip while he was in college. So his training partner said every time they'd wrestle, that he'd feel the pins rubbing against his ear.
Oh man.
I'm sorry when they got cradled, man. I'm sorry with words when they put that hip in their head.
Y'all gonna watch the fights tonight?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. My kid was like, "Hey, you better hurry up with your 7 o'clock because we got fights to watch." All right. I got you.
That's what we said, 7.
I like it, man. Hey, it was an absolute honor to have you guys on, man. And what you guys are doing.
Thank you for having us.
And what you guys are doing is, man, it's awesome. Kids need mentors like you guys, and I'm glad you're doing it. I'm glad you're giving it back. You know, keep kicking life's ass, man, and doing your thing. And don't fucking lose anymore, dude. Come on.
Hey man, I just got caught, man. I just got caught. But you gonna see, I'm gonna try to knock him out next time.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching you. I'm watching you. Well, you guys have another fan. I'm a fan of Wynwood Wrestling, and thanks so much for coming on. It's an absolute honor to have you on, like I said. And
thank you for having us. It's an honor. Without you, a lot of programs, a lot of people that are doing the same thing as us won't get exposed. They won't be able to get help as they can. I just want to honestly thank you for having us, because if it weren't for your energy and time, you know, a lot of this people you interview won't get the time they want, you know, they need for
exposure.
Their program. Yeah,
it's good, man, and I'm glad people are watching. I hope it's making a difference. That was my goal when I started it, and I appreciate the kind words. I mean, I know people. You don't really know what you're doing until people tell you what you just said, because I'm just talking to a TV. You don't know who's out there.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's how we feel sometimes. People come up to us, they tell us, "Hey, man, you're doing a great job." So we be like, "Okay, thank you," but we keep it pushing. Well, sometimes it hits me like, "Man, we are doing the change," you know. So I honestly, I just want to tell any other young guy that's out there and they have a dream of opening a program, just go for it. You know, just go for it and just don't look back, and it will happen for you. because we did it and we worked hard and we keep working hard and we might fight sometimes and argue about things, but we're family. That's what family do.
Yeah, and lifelong friends, right? You all went to Booker T.
Yeah, man.
You all grew up together. You all went to college together. Now you're back in your home and you're making kids great. And that counts, man. That counts. And you're doing it with the PAL, which is incredible because
man.
See the rift right now, and people want to say bad things towards law enforcement officers, but a lot of them don't realize how many of them are given to the youth and doing these sports programs and these police athletic leagues and putting the time in. And it's good that young kids see that, because when we grew up, that was your coaches, right? There was no private programs. All your coaches were cops or firemen or whatever, right? Yeah. And kids need to see that there are good ones, you know. And
because of how we our program, the kids will pay $100 and they'll provide uniform, shoes. But this year we couldn't really give the kids the uniform or nothing because it happened right when we was about to order everything and stuff. So, you know, hopefully when everything gets normal, clear, you know, we'll be pushing real hard. So we'll be able to get the kids fully geared and go to tournaments, and people will see us more often than what they was before.
Yeah, man. Anyone out there, anybody out there in the country, gear, whatever you can do for these fellas to help them out, keep them growing. They're making a difference down there in the Magic City, down in Miami, and they're doing it big. And again, the show's about you, not about me. And I really appreciate you guys for coming on.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to retired Officer Anderson. You know, he was the one that we collabed with. You know, without him, you know, we couldn't done it without Power too. So, you know, we gotta give a shout out to Officer Anderson.
And Mayor Suarez, man. Francis
Suarez,
he helped us out a lot.
Too, man.
Yeah, Mayor of Miami.
Mayor Suarez, Mayor Suarez.
And so Coach Odin Reese.
Pastor Odin Reese. Pastor Odin Reese too, man. So
yeah, man. So God bless you guys, man. Keep doing it.
Thank you, man.
And go watch.
Thank you for having us.
My pleasure. Hey, hit me up anytime.
Carlos, man.
My number. And
all right.
Let's do it whenever you want to do it.
All right.
Hey,
later. Enjoy your weekend.
Yes, sir.
Good night, everybody.
Good.
Good night.
Got the future state champ in his house. She's 8 right now.
Yeah, she's ready for everybody.
You ready?
All right.
Later, man.
All right, man. Later.